Okay, looking at the OCR sample paper level 1, we're looking at the calculator paper 1 hour 20. Really pay attention to the timing. Timing is a problem. You're going to run out of time. OCR is saying you got to use black ink. I prefer blue. Do your marking in red or green. Okay, start the clock. Right. So Leah and her 4 friends, there's 5 of them. Okay, I'm going to write that. I think I wrote it. So 5 people. I don't know if it's relevant. Leah uses a website to compare holiday prices. The table below shows prices of 3 different apartments. Write down the cheapest for week 1. Okay, so I'm looking here. Oh, that's obviously there. Write it down. Again, I'd say use your pound sign even though it's there, because you never know. The one time that you don't write it is the one time it's not there. It's the one time you lose the marks. Okay, proper currency, we need the 0 there. I'd make you lose a mark. It's only worth 1 mark. Okay, calculate the difference between Rio's price 1 and price 2. So Rio, price 1, price 2. Calculator paper. So we'll use a calculator for it. But even still, I just write the numbers down that I'm thinking. It's about showing you working out. This is 2 marks. So I would put these numbers into the calculator to get my answer. And then, but just with but because I've laid it out like this, I will just think, does this look right? Have I typed them incorrectly? Yeah, that looks right. That was easy done. I'm going to write this here because that's what you should do. 5 friends. So it does say 5 there. That's nice. 5 friends each have £445 to spend on their holiday. They each need 250 of this for spending money. They want to go on holiday for 1 week. Check the apartment they can afford. Okay. They have 450. So what they're saying there, so they're saying they need 250 for spending money for food and drink and whatever it is they need. So the rest of the budget goes on the apartment. So if we do a takeaway here, what we're seeing is they want to spend 195 each on the accommodation. Okay, so the 5 friends together, 195 times by 5. 5 times. Oh, I'm using a calculator. I'm not using a calculator because it's not. I haven't got it. So yeah, that's a 2. That's a 45. Yeah, so yeah, I'll just write that down. Okay. Tick which apartment they can afford. So we're going for week 1. So they can afford Rio. They can't afford Seaview, and they can't afford this Kenan. Okay. Oh, we haven't done this. Check answers. Yes, that's right. That's right. And here it's saying their answer. So if you did this takeaway slightly wrong, but then times it by the 5, you got this kind of amount, and Rio's the right one. Okay. Now it's getting interesting. We get a discount. Yeah, I like a discount. What's this saying? The friends decide to book an apartment for 1 week. The apartments now have special offers. The Keen special offer is a quarter off the price. The Seaview special offer is £75 off the price, and the Real special offer is 5% off the price. Calculate the new price for Keenview. Keans. So 1. Oh, I don't like red. So again, 1226 times 1 over 4 is what I write, but in my calculator, I would just do 1226 divided by 4, gives me 306.50, remembering the decimal places. So that's a discount. So the new price is 1919.50. What's the new price for Rio? 973.2 times by the 5% is £48.66 off. Take that away from the original, and I've got 924.54. Which of the 3 apartments is the cheapest? Well, they've asked me for Rio and they've asked me for Keene, but they haven't asked me for Seaview. But I've got to do my Seaview, so I'll just write here. It's easy done. 75. 9. Oh, 919.45. Okay, so now I'm thinking this one is now cheapest. Which of the 3 apartments is the cheapest after the special offer? How would you decide? On my sheet, I've just said Seaview is cheapest. Seaview is cheapest. Oh, by 5 pence. Okay. Yeah, 5 pence difference. I don't know about you, but I'd go with the Keans because it was more expensive to start with. But the question says which is the cheapest, if it's the cheapest. Okay, let's look at the marking. So we've got question 2, well, that helps. Yep, we got that one. We got that one. Oh, that's interesting here that they've let us approximate. Ah, that's because of a rounding error. Yeah, this rounding thing, I think, is the reason why I'm a bit surprised there. Especially because the last answer is based on 5 pence difference. Okay, but yes, we've got Seaview. Here they're saying this one is less than that one, which is less than that one, or OE means or equivalent. So we're kind of showing that we've got some comparison going on. I'm not sure what I'd expect you to write there. Okay. Okay, weather. Leia's looking at the temperature for the forecast for 2 weeks at the apartment. The temperatures for week 1 is here. Work out the range. The range for the minimum. So we're just looking at the minimum here. Oh, that went a bit wrong. The minimum, I see 13. I see 22. So the range is 22. Take away 13, which is 9. Calculate the mean, so the average of those temperatures. Adding all those numbers up together, I get 189. Mean means divide by how many? Divide by 7. So I've got a range of 27 degrees C. Okay. Okay, turning over the page. The first line graph shows the maximum temperatures for the first 3 days of week 1. The second line graph shows the maximum temperature for week 2, which we don't really know about. Complete the line graph for week 1. That's nice. That's nice that they're saying they've done the hard work. They've done the scale, they've done the labelling. It's up to you to plot. They've got 3 points, so it's up to you to plot 4 points. You can see that I'm showing you my answers now. So you can see 30, 26, 31 done for you. You've got to do 27, 23, 27 and 25. So really do this accurately. Can't stress, graphs should just be perfect. You've got to make sure you can see this graph paper properly. I'm having difficulty with my eyes now, getting old. Sharp pencil. You can see on my answers, I just do them in purple so that they stand out and they photocopy easier. You should be doing them in pen. Okay, so we plotted, and that was worth 2 marks. Leah and her friends would like to go on holiday on the warmer week. Use a graph from part C to decide which 2 weeks are the warmer. So we're saying, just looking at this. Okay, you can see there that what I can see is week 1 has warm temperature 30 and 31 degrees on day 3. But it also has colder days. If you can kind of, what this is actually asking is about trend lines. You can kind of see that that might be the average, and with this one, you can see these are rough lines. You can see that the second week, they're a bit higher. Week 1 has got 2 days warmer, but it's got more days that are colder. So my reasoning was week 2 because more days are warmer on week 2, 4 days warmer, only 2 days warmer on week 1. Okay. I was looking at the marking scheme and thinking, what? Oh, there. 3 points plotted and a line drawn. Only 3 points. Week 2, as all the temperatures are higher than week 1, except for Monday and Saturday. Okay. Also on my marking, what I wrote, week 2 is more consistent, which doesn't ask for that. Okay. One day the temperature was 31 degrees in Spain and -1 degrees in the UK. How many degrees warmer? Okay, if you think about 31, what we're doing is range, which is a takeaway, but 31 takeaway, those two takeaways become a plus, it's 32. That's one way of thinking about it. Or I think about a thermometer. And if I think, well, -1, I've got to go down 31 to get to 0, and then I go down 1 more, so I've got 32. Okay. Layers asks how to convert a temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, so we've got the 2 different measuring systems. We like Celsius here. I can't remember who uses Fahrenheit. We used to use Fahrenheit, but we've stopped now, which is good. So here's a formula. Flowchart. So convert this one. So we're saying we're putting 31 degrees in. We times it by 1.8. 31 times 1.8 is 55.8. And then we would add the 55.8. It says add 32. See, because I just write it, show me working out, because I'm most like that, it's quicker to do it, practice writing it, than use a calculator there. So So 31 degrees is 87.8 Fahrenheit. Okay, that makes sense. That seems reasonable to me, because I remember that 16 degrees C is the same as 61 Fahrenheit. I know that 0 degrees C is 32 Fahrenheit. I'm thinking 31 is like the temperature of our blood. I think our temperature of blood is like 37, and 97 Fahrenheit, something like that. So logically, that answer seems to make sense to me. So that's always worth checking, that logically your answers make sense, because obviously we've got the marking scheme there, but in the test you're not going to. So yes, we got that one right, and we got that one right. I was wondering here if we should round. I was very tempted to write 88 Fahrenheit. Good job I didn't, because yes, if we wrote 88, we might have lost a mark. Okay. Okay. This month there were 70% more hours of sunshine in Spain than in the UK. This month there was 168 hours of sunshine. So we times by 70%. I just cross these noughts out, but then I just put it into the calculator anyway. So I've got the answer of 117.6. We're saying there's more sunshine in Spain. How many hours of sunshine are there in Spain? So we haven't finished yet. We need to add these two numbers together. 117.6 plus the original 168. I've got 285.6. Again, on my sheet, I rounded, and I can see there I shouldn't have rounded up. That is a proper answer. Again, if you remember, maths people are very precise, and you know our lesson starts 9:15. My timetable says we teach you till 12:30. Okay, so just remember, maths people very precise and want all the detail. Okay.